One of the things about hunting in Wyoming is the history. And Kelly Glaus is just, he's so knowledgeable on the history of this land and the people that were here before us. And to be able to hunt it with archery equipment, although I'm not using a primitive bow, it's a compound bow, still the fact that there were people, you know, so many years before me doing the same thing in the same place on the same water holes. It's kind of a real cool feeling.
One of the neat things to me about gathering here every fall to hunt is that there's evidence of people's being here many, many years before us doing the same thing. You know, these fellas, they was hunting to survive, and they've left evidence. You know, we come upon it from time to time. You know, occasionally you'll find an arrowhead or a tool of some sort that they left behind, and there's evidence of their villages or teepee rings and whatnot that just really kind of draw you into the same element of these guys were bow hunting just like we are.
One of the things about hunting camp is relationships with people I've met. I've met Alfred here years ago, and he's a traditional archer and a very learned man. I could listen to this guy for hours. He just has such a knowledge of the history of the land, history of archery, and I just find it so interesting.
I first learned about Kelly Glaus by reading an article in some archery magazine, I believe it was, about antelope hunting. And I called the fellow that wrote the article, and he told me about him. And I came out here, and I think now it's probably 15 years or better since I came out. And I like Kelly because he's an honest man. I found out he has a great interest in Native American artifacts and Native Americans, and I share that with him. He took me to the buffalo jump on his land, Pushkin on the ranch. We saw the teepee rings up on top of the mountains. I also learned about Karma, his wife. She is a very fine woman and an excellent cook. And it's just like family when I come out.
We're a little bit different from a lot of outfitters in the fact that I and my family we're involved with the ranch on a year-round basis. You know, we work here, we're here every day of the year doing something, whether it's, you know, moving cows, sheep, whatever. This ranch has belonged to the Nicolason family since 1888, and just really a lot of neat history involved with that in itself here.
Kelly had given me this arrowhead years ago that he found here, and I wear it, kind of like a good luck thing I got going on here, but this arrowhead is something that means a lot to me, and this place is pretty special. And just to be able to walk the same trails and to be on the same hills hunting that Native Americans did God knows how many years ago, it's a pretty cool thing. I've been hunting antelope a long time, and I know the type of antelope I want. And it's always kind of weird because some people like certain shapes, certain size antelope, different characteristics, whether it's big curls, big cutters, big, you know, mass, they like length. Everybody likes something different about antelope. And the truth is you usually have that kind of a choice because there are a lot of antelope here in Wyoming. But I always look for a mature buck. I want to see those ivory tips. There's got to be something special, something dominant about that buck antelope that makes me want to shoot him.
Well, literally just got down the mountain this morning from elk camp. Showered quick, got something to eat, drove out to Coal Creek. So we went from the mountains in Wyoming down to the prairie. This is my 16th season here with Coal Creek Outfitters. We're on a waterhole hunting antelope. You know, they might get some rain tonight, maybe tomorrow, and that's just going to kill the week. These antelope can get the moisture they need just off the grasses, and the grass is abundant this year, just so high. They've had a lot of rain. So we thought this afternoon would be a good shot and getting our antelope. So we ran out here as quick as we could, and hopefully something comes in.
We've met some wonderful people in 20 years, or over 20 we've been doing this. Have people that have hunted 20 years with us, and gosh, a lot of fellas in the 12, 15 year bracket become way more than clients, good friends, and that's one of the rewards of running a business right. People keep coming back and have good game, and yeah, it's all turns into family after a while.
This is a great part of America. The people are honest, the people are hardworking, the people are decent folks. And as Kelly and Cody and Karma, Cody's wife Jordan, and I've met Kelly's other two daughters too, Crystal and Candy, and they're very decent. And I always remember them showing me the 4-H things that they'd done. And these kids work hard, and they learn about animals, and they learn what life is all about in my book. And it's, I'm fortunate to participate in it, I guess. They shared it in a small way.
Gosh, Alfred Gemrich, what a guy. Can't say enough good about this fella. He's the most quiet, unassuming individual you'd ever meet. You have to pry it out of him. Some of his numerous accomplishments as far as a hunter. Open up the Pope and Young book. I mean, 12, 15 or better entries in there, and different animals that he's taken, all with a recurve bow.
Alfred's a traditional archer, cedar shaft arrows. He's hunted all over the world. Although he's a traditional archer and I'm a compound shooter, we still find that same love of archery and of archery hunting. We spent some time in the blinds, got to see some really cool stuff like I do every year here in Wyoming. I kind of missed it because last year I was in Alaska for 42 days, and it was the first time in 15 years I had missed this hunt. And getting back here was still really cool. Just the smell of the sage and being on the prairie was something I was looking forward to. Didn't miss out on anything because antelope were everywhere. So we're in this blind and we see these 3 doe come in with this buck antelope, and he's fighting off another antelope behind the blind. We couldn't get it on camera, but we're watching all this through a peephole. Finally, after about a half hour, he's making scrapes all around the blind. He decides to come to water with one of the does. Doe came in first, he came in second, gave me a good shot, quartering away, watched the antelope go down, and it was just another great year at Cold Creek Outfitters.
It's clean past there, but buck's laying right there. Just go get him. He's a nice buck, man. He's a good buck. Ivory tips, he's a big son of a gun. Here he is, another quality Cold Creek Outfitter buck. Ivory tips, nice antelope, nice solid antelope, good cutters, good mass. This is one of those deals where last year I didn't hunt here. I was in Alaska for 42 days and I missed it. First time in 15 years. Well, this is year 16 and just not disappointing. What a beautiful antelope. Look at the curls on him.
Nice buck. Good job, man. Look
Nice
at that.
ivory
Look
on
at
him.
the hooks on him.
Yeah. Nice looking.
Cool.
Good antelope. Good
You know
solid
what?
antelope. I think it's the latest I've ever hunted here.
Yep.
This time of year is the latest. After we just finished up an elk hunt with Kelly's son, Cody, Art Spear Outfitters, and made our way down off the mountain and got to Kelly's place here, Cold Creek Outfitters, and just a nice antelope. Thanks again, buddy.
Hey, how many does this make?
This is 16.
I got
16
you.
years,
I'll
16
be
years.
darned. Well, I'm honored you've been here that long. That's
I'm glad you allowed me to come back. I didn't know after the first few years I might not be invited.
No, listen, anytime you want to come back, the invite is there.
Thanks,
Congrats, man. Good job. Another tag we filled out, buddy.
Thanks, bro. All right.
To keep up with all the great hunting action and products used on the show, check us out on the web at livethewildlifetv.com.